Friends, fellow seekers of wisdom, welcome. Are you weary of the cacophony of empty words that seem to dominate our modern world? Do you long for a deeper connection, a way to understand ourselves and others beyond the superficial? I understand. In a society saturated with noise and lacking in genuine substance, it's natural to question the true meaning of our interactions. Can we genuinely demonstrate our worth without uttering a single word? Is it possible to decipher the underlying intentions of others, even when their words are ambiguous or misleading? The answer, according to the profound insights of ancient Stoicism, is a resounding yes. These venerable philosophers, the Stoics, held the unwavering belief that true courage transcends mere rhetoric, it is embodied in tangible action. They firmly believed that one's character and capabilities could be revealed without the need for elaborate pronouncements or empty boasting. Prepare yourselves, because we are embarking on a transformative journey together. We will explore the timeless principles of Stoicism, uncovering the secrets to recognizing our own inherent value and becoming inspiring role models, all while mastering the art of silent strength. Now, before we plunge into the heart of this enlightening exploration, I extend a warm invitation to all newcomers. If you are drawn to the pursuit of wisdom and personal growth, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support fuels my passion for creating content that empowers and uplifts. Together, let us unravel the profound wisdom of the Stoics and discover the path to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Let's get real, and begin unpacking the essence of self-worth through the illuminating lens of Stoicism. First and foremost, let's dismantle any preconceived notions about dignity. Forget the outdated image of a stern, unapproachable figure. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or adopting an icy demeanor. Rather, it is about cultivating a profound understanding of where to invest your precious energy. So, how do you authentically project dignity into your daily life? The answer lies not in ostentatious displays of wealth or fleeting trends, but in the unwavering commitment to being true to yourself in every action and decision. Imagine a simple yet telling scenario: you are seated at a cafe, observing two individuals on a date. One is conspicuously flashy, attempting to impress their companion with superficial displays of status and extravagance. The other is simply present, radiating genuine authenticity and comfort in their own skin. Which of these individuals do you believe will leave a lasting impression? The answer is undoubtedly the genuine one. This is the inherent power of dignity. The Stoics championed the pursuit of a life lived with unwavering integrity, characterized by deep self-respect. In today's complex world, this translates to embracing your unique passions and refusing to conform to societal pressures that demand you to be someone you are not. Furthermore, it necessitates treating yourself with the utmost care and compassion. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. If you genuinely value yourself, others will inevitably recognize and reciprocate that value. It's not merely about what you say or think, it's about the consistent actions you take, especially when faced with adversity. Do you hold your ground, or do you crumble under pressure? We are all fallible human beings, prone to making mistakes. However, it is how we navigate these challenges that truly defines our character. So, how can we infuse more dignity into our lives, starting today? Setting clear boundaries is absolutely essential. This involves communicating to others what is acceptable and what is not. It means having the courage to say no to opportunities or requests that do not align with your values. And let us not forget the transformative power of kindness. Recognizing the inherent humanity in others, extending empathy and compassion, these are the cornerstones upon which genuine connections are built. When you possess a deep understanding of your own worth, you radiate an undeniable confidence that others instinctively perceive. This, in turn, fosters a cycle of respect and appreciation, where you are treated with the dignity you deserve, and you, in turn, treat others with the same reverence. Now, let's delve into the often misunderstood concept of self-worth. I know, it may sound like another cliché pep talk, but bear with me. This exploration will be different, grounded in the principles of Stoicism. The Stoics teach us to focus our attention and energy on what lies within our sphere of control, and guess what? Your self-esteem is entirely within your control. It's not about fleeting online validation or the ephemeral approval of social media friend requests. It's about cultivating a deep, unwavering understanding of your inherent value, plain and simple. So, the next time you find yourself grappling with feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt, remember that you are the master of your own perception. You have the power to shape how you see yourself, and that is worth far more than any fleeting validation from the digital world. Picture yourself as a precious gemstone, a rare and unique treasure. Not everyone will recognize its value. Some may even overlook it entirely. But that does not diminish its intrinsic worth. It remains precious, rare, and one of a kind. That is you. Genuine, unique, and valuable. Your worth does not depreciate simply because someone fails to see it. Let's be honest, rejection is an inevitable part of life. We all experience moments of self-doubt, times when we feel inadequate, especially when it seems like everyone else is excelling. But here's the crucial point: your worth is not contingent upon the opinions of others. It is inextricably linked to the way you live your life. Are you kind? Are you honest? Are you proud of your actions? These are the qualities that truly matter. The Stoics, those venerable philosophers of antiquity, placed immense importance on introspection, on delving deep within oneself to uncover one's true character. So, take a moment now. Reflect on what makes you special. Not just superficial attributes, but the deep, intrinsic qualities that define you. Are you strong? Are you caring? Are you a good listener? These are the qualities that make you valuable. And here's a powerful technique from the Stoics: when you find yourself succumbing to negativity and self-criticism, resist the urge to beat yourself up. Instead, consciously recall the qualities that make you exceptional. This is not about cultivating arrogance, it's about recognizing and affirming your own inherent worth. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When it comes to relationships, understanding your worth is paramount. It's not just about seeking external validation, it's about cultivating a deep-seated sense of self-acceptance and self-love. Every morning, upon awakening, remind yourself that you are inherently worthy. You do not require anyone else's approval. You are deserving of love and respect simply because you exist. This transformative journey of self-discovery is all about realizing your true worth. It is a process, not a destination, but each step you take brings you closer to the profound realization of how truly amazing you are. Setting boundaries is an integral part of this process. It is one thing to intellectually acknowledge that you will not tolerate certain behaviors, it is another to consistently demonstrate this through your actions. When someone crosses a line, how do you respond? Do you stand up for yourself, or do you passively allow the transgression to occur? It is not always easy, especially when emotions are running high. But remember, you have complete control over your reactions. If someone disrespects your boundaries, you have the right to disengage from the situation or calmly address the issue. This demonstrates self-respect and sends a clear message that you expect others to treat you with the same regard. This can be a game changer in your relationships. When people witness you standing firm on your boundaries and adhering to your values, they begin to understand your expectations. It is as if you are sending out a silent message that says, "This is me. Take it or leave it." And you know what? That is incredibly powerful. Now, let's turn our attention to the importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness is more than just being present in the moment, it is about cultivating a deep awareness of your internal landscape. It is about consistently questioning whether your actions align with your beliefs. Are you staying true to yourself, even when it is difficult? Being mindful allows us to recognize when we are feeling uncomfortable or compromised. It empowers us to protect ourselves when necessary. It is in these small, everyday moments that we truly reveal our character. So, let us adopt a Stoic approach to setting boundaries. It is not about being rigid or inflexible, it is about knowing what is important to you and resolutely adhering to it. It is about remaining true to yourself, no matter the circumstances. When we live in this way, people take notice. They perceive us as individuals who possess a clear understanding of what they want and are unwilling to settle for anything less. It is as if we are broadcasting a message that says, "This is me. Take it or leave it." And you know what? That is profoundly powerful. Now, let's delve into the concept of limiting access. I understand that it may sound a bit old-fashioned, but trust me, it is an essential element of self-respect. It is not about playing manipulative games or being intentionally difficult. It is about recognizing your own inherent worth and refusing to give it away indiscriminately. Stoicism emphasizes the cultivation of self-discipline and control. It is about understanding what is truly valuable and refusing to squander it. In a world saturated with instant gratification and readily available connection, embracing a slower, more deliberate approach can be incredibly refreshing. When it comes to relationships, it is perfectly acceptable to take your time. You are not obligated to reveal everything about yourself all at once. Leave a little room for mystery, a little spark of anticipation. It is about finding the delicate balance between being accessible and valuing your own time and energy. And let us not forget the importance of emotional control. This does not mean suppressing your feelings or becoming emotionally detached. Rather, it means not allowing just anyone to profoundly affect you. It is about maintaining your inner composure, even when faced with challenging circumstances. So, remember, limiting access is not about engaging in manipulative tactics or inflicting pain on others. It is about honoring yourself and your own intrinsic worth. Limiting access is not about playing games or manipulating situations to our advantage. Instead, it is an act of profound self-respect, a way of staying true to our core values. It is about demonstrating through our actions, rather than mere words, that we value ourselves and expect others to do the same. This process involves being more selective in our interactions, more deliberate in our decisions, and more balanced in how we express ourselves. It is about finding the delicate equilibrium between being open and vulnerable while also protecting our emotional well-being. By adopting this approach, we are following in the footsteps of the Stoics. In today's dating landscape, this translates to living in accordance with our deepest principles and establishing clear boundaries that reflect our dignity and self-esteem. Trust me, it makes a profound difference in how others perceive and treat us. Focusing on actions, not just words, is a cornerstone of Stoicism. It is about evaluating individuals based on their consistent behavior, not merely their eloquent pronouncements. In a world overflowing with charming words and empty promises, actions provide the definitive truth. We have all experienced situations where someone articulates all the right sentiments, but their actions fail to align with their words. This is where our inner Stoic must take charge. Stoicism teaches us not to be swayed by mere words or fleeting emotions, but to cultivate a rational and observant mindset. When we prioritize actions, we establish a clear standard. We send a resounding message that we are paying attention to what truly matters. The people around us realize that they cannot simply talk their way into our lives, they must demonstrate their worth through consistent and meaningful actions. This shift in perspective empowers us to cultivate more authentic relationships, built upon a foundation of trust and mutual respect. It enables us to make more informed decisions about who we allow into our lives and who we choose to distance ourselves from. In Stoicism, there is a fundamental concept known as detachment. It is not about becoming cold or indifferent, it is about cultivating a deep understanding of what we can control and making decisions based on that understanding. One of the most empowering decisions we can make is whether to stay in or leave a situation that is not serving our best interests. We have all been in relationships where, deep down, we know that it is not what we deserve, yet we remain, clinging to a thread of hope or paralyzed by fear. But Stoicism teaches us to summon the courage to walk away from what no longer nourishes us, to prioritize our own well-being above all else. Being prepared to walk away is a powerful act of self-respect and self-compassion. It signifies that we possess the clarity and inner strength to recognize when a situation or relationship is not conducive to our growth and happiness. But it is important to understand that this process does not have to be dramatic or confrontational. It is about calmly acknowledging that we deserve better. Sure, facing the unknown can be daunting. Uncertainty can evoke feelings of unease and anxiety. But this is where the wisdom of the Stoics becomes invaluable. They teach us to confront challenges with courage and to accept the inherent impermanence of life. Having the courage to release what no longer serves us creates space for new opportunities and growth. By walking away from what does not nourish us, we are simultaneously saying yes to ourselves and to the boundless possibilities that await us. It is not about clinging to comfort or familiarity out of fear, it is about honoring our emotional well-being and pursuing our own happiness. And by doing so, we are taking a decisive step towards a brighter future. Being prepared to walk away does not imply being cold or detached towards others. It is about demonstrating self-love and self-respect. It is about recognizing and upholding our boundaries and needs. Saying, "I deserve better," is not a judgment of others, it is a reaffirmation of our own inherent worth. In this process, we also learn to discern what truly matters to us in relationships. We identify harmful patterns and make decisions that align with our long-term well-being. Being prepared to walk away is an act of self-love and a commitment to living authentically. In Stoicism, there is a strong emphasis on personal integrity and the courage to stand up for our principles. This directly applies to our ability to say no in relationships. It is about knowing our values and refusing to compromise them, even when it is challenging. Imagine yourself in a relationship where your partner suggests something that deeply conflicts with your values. It could be moving too fast, engaging in dishonest behavior, or compromising your personal beliefs. Saying no might be difficult, especially when you deeply care about the other person. However, it is absolutely essential to respect yourself and your values. Saying no is not just about self-respect, it is about demonstrating that you value yourself enough not to settle for anything less than what you deserve. It might push some people away, but if saying no to something that violates your values drives them away, then perhaps they were not the right fit for you in the first place. This approach can fundamentally shift the dynamics of a relationship. It demonstrates that you respect yourself and your values, fostering an environment of mutual respect and authenticity. It is an act of self-assertion, reminding us to stand firm in our convictions and to act in accordance with our principles, just as the Stoics taught us. When we say no, we are honoring our true needs and desires, rather than simply conforming to the expectations of others. It is a way of nurturing ourselves and staying true to who we are. By establishing clear boundaries and communicating our needs honestly, we create healthier relationships where everyone feels valued and respected. So, it is important to remember that saying no is perfectly acceptable. It is a way of expressing self-love and taking a step towards authentic and fulfilling relationships. When we embrace our ability to say no when necessary, we empower ourselves and live with integrity in all our interactions. Saying no can feel like a liberation, a way of asserting your own dignity and independence. It is about refusing to compromise your values or integrity simply to please others or to fit in. By exercising this power of no, you are shaping your relationships and protecting your sense of self. When you say no respectfully and confidently, you are setting clear boundaries and fostering honest communication. This builds trust and respect, creating a strong foundation for healthy relationships. Saying no is not just about boosting your own self-esteem, it is about fostering understanding and mutual respect between all parties involved. Now, let's explore the concept of healthy skepticism. Stoicism teaches us to perceive things as they truly are, not merely as we wish them to be. This mindset is particularly valuable in the realm of love and relationships. We have all encountered individuals who articulate all the right sentiments, but do their actions consistently align with their words? Cultivating a healthy dose of skepticism is not about being inherently negative or distrustful, it is about being cautious and mindful. It is like having a built-in reality check, reminding us not to be swept away by romantic illusions too quickly. Instead, we take our time to observe, listen, and evaluate. Skepticism helps us to balance our emotions with logic, enabling us to make decisions that are grounded in reality. It protects us from potential disappointments and emotional harm by providing us with the space to understand the other person and their true intentions more deeply. By maintaining a healthy level of skepticism, we ensure that we are making choices that align with our needs and values. We avoid rushing into situations blindly, instead taking the time to assess and understand the dynamics at play. This way, we protect our hearts and build relationships based on authenticity and genuine compatibility. It is not about erecting impenetrable walls around our hearts, it is about being cautious and thoughtful when opening ourselves up to new connections. By being a bit skeptical, we can remain alert to our own feelings while exploring new relationships with a clear mind and a protected heart. Accepting imperfections is a fundamental tenet of living the Stoic way. It is about embracing the inevitable ups and downs of life, accepting ourselves and others just as we are, with all our flaws and vulnerabilities. Instead of relentlessly chasing after some unattainable ideal of perfection, we value authenticity and find beauty in vulnerability and sincerity. When we accept imperfections with kindness and understanding, we create space for mutual growth and genuine connections. It is about building solid relationships based on acceptance, support, and unwavering understanding. Instead of attempting to control everything, we learn to adapt and flow with the ever-changing currents of life. By practicing acceptance, we recognize that we are all fallible human beings, each with our own unique struggles and limitations. We extend compassion towards ourselves and others, understanding that we are all doing our best with the resources we have available to us. By embracing reality and accepting things as they are, we find peace and fulfillment in our relationships. Love can flourish in an environment of mutual acceptance and respect. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to embrace reality and find beauty in every experience, including love. By practicing acceptance, understanding, and compassion, we cultivate deep and meaningful relationships, rooted in genuine connection and unwavering mutual support. Now, let's discuss the idea of not chasing. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what we can control and relinquishing our attachment to what we cannot. When it comes to relationships, chasing after someone who is emotionally unavailable or pulling away only leads to frustration and emptiness. Instead of pursuing someone who is not fully committed, we need to summon the courage to let go and create space for something better to enter our lives. It is like decluttering our physical space to make room for clarity and freshness. It is not easy to let go, but it is essential for our self-respect and peace of mind. When we cease chasing after others, we can redirect our attention and energy towards ourselves and our own personal growth. We attract people who appreciate us for who we authentically are, and we send a clear signal that we value ourselves and refuse to settle for less. Being stoic in our approach to relationships means respecting ourselves and focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. It is about cultivating inner peace and contentment, rather than seeking validation from external sources. We possess the power to choose how we respond to the world around us, and in that power lies our true strength. Remember, we are the architects of our own respect and the protectors of our self-esteem. Let us embrace this power. Our actions, choices, and boundaries communicate to the world how truly amazing we are. These are the tangible ways in which we demonstrate our value and recognize the worth in others. Courage is not just about empty words, it is about the concrete actions we take. By consciously choosing not to chase after others, we liberate ourselves from the trap of seeking validation from external sources. We realize that our worth emanates from within, not from the opinions or actions of others. This realization requires bravery and a deep understanding of our own inherent value, regardless of how others may treat us. By consciously choosing not to chase, we practice detachment, a valuable skill that enables us to accept reality as it is, without clinging to unrealistic expectations. It helps us to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with greater equanimity and resilience. By relinquishing our need to control every aspect of our relationships, we discover inner peace and freedom. We respect ourselves and others by stepping back from situations that do not make us feel valued or happy. This creates space for healthier relationships, where both individuals can be their authentic selves, without feeling pressured to conform to unrealistic expectations. Instead of suffocating our partners with excessive demands or expectations, we grant them the space to be authentic and independent. This strengthens our bond and fosters a more balanced and harmonious relationship. By not chasing, we honor everyone's individual journey and respect their unique pace of growth. Unconditional love is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It is about valuing people for who they are, flaws and all, without expecting anything in return. We demonstrate this love by being present for others, listening attentively to their experiences, and offering unwavering support, regardless of the circumstances. It is about building strong, lasting relationships based on mutual respect and unwavering trust. Unconditional support is not reserved solely for times of adversity, it is also about celebrating other successes. It is about sharing in their joy and strengthening our bonds even further. Forgiveness is also an integral aspect of unconditional love. It is about releasing hurt and resentment, recognizing that we are all fallible human beings, prone to making mistakes. In essence, unconditional love means accepting ourselves and others, flaws and all, and being there for each other through thick and thin. It is about forging deep connections based on mutual respect, unwavering trust, and boundless compassion. We all stumble and face challenging times in life. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior, rather, it is about releasing negative emotions and moving forward with kindness and understanding. By forgiving and loving without conditions, we not only fortify our relationships but also become better versions of ourselves. Choosing to forgive and love freely helps us to relinquish grudges and anger, making space for personal growth and deeper connections. Unconditional love means embracing others just as they are, with all their imperfections. It is about being kind and understanding, even when someone has caused us pain. Forgiveness helps us to leave the past behind and find peace within ourselves. It is like closing a painful chapter and beginning a new one, filled with love and connection. In short, forgiving and loving unconditionally helps us to cultivate better relationships, founded on respect and growth. It enables us to connect with others, and with ourselves, on a deeper level, enriching our lives in profound ways. Now, let's explore the concept of not making someone else the center of our world. In today's interconnected world, it is easy to become enmeshed in someone else's life, neglecting our own personal journey. But remember, no one can inflict harm upon us without our permission. We are the captains of our own ships, the masters of our own destinies. We are ultimately responsible for our own happiness and well-being. So, when you encounter challenging times or face criticism, remember this powerful truth: no one can hurt us without our consent. It is about remaining true to ourselves and our values, even within the context of our relationships. It means ensuring that our relationships reflect what is truly important to us, such as honesty, respect, and mutual growth. If something is not aligned with our values, we may need to make difficult choices, such as setting clear boundaries or ending a relationship that is no longer serving us. But remaining true to our values helps us to cultivate strong, lasting connections, built upon a foundation of trust and mutual growth. Living in accordance with our values also empowers us to overcome challenges and conflicts in our relationships. It is about being consistent and genuine in how we act and treat others. When we live authentically, we inspire others to do the same, fostering deeper understanding and growth together. When difficult situations arise in a relationship, our values can guide us to make sound decisions. Instead of succumbing to pressure or acting impulsively, we can utilize our values to resolve problems in a respectful and constructive manner. Living by our values not only enhances our own happiness but also strengthens our bond with our partners. By building our relationships on a solid foundation of honesty and respect, we create connections that endure. Being virtuous in a romantic relationship means more than simply being honest and loyal. It is about striving to be the best version of ourselves in every aspect of our shared life. It means being transparent about who we are, both our strengths and our weaknesses. This fosters trust and allows both individuals to grow together. Loyalty is not just about remaining faithful, it is about being present for each other, through thick and thin. It is about offering a helping hand when times get tough and providing a shoulder to lean on when needed. Compassion is another essential component of virtuous behavior. It is about understanding our partner's feelings and experiences and being there for them with empathy and support. In a relationship founded on respect and virtue, there is an abundance of trust and support. We value our partner as an individual and actively encourage their personal growth. We listen attentively to their thoughts, collaborate on decisions, and express appreciation for their contributions to the relationship. Respect is the bedrock of a strong relationship, creating an environment where love and understanding can flourish. Allowing others to invest in us means recognizing our own inherent worth and uniqueness. It is not about seeking attention or validation, it is about demonstrating that we are valuable and enriching additions to their lives. When someone invests effort and care into our lives, it forges a deeper connection. We become more than just a fleeting acquaintance, we become someone truly appreciated and valued. Allowing others to invest in us gives them the opportunity to make us a meaningful part of their lives. It is like a rough gemstone that becomes more brilliant when polished. Just as Alexander the Great valued the teachings of Aristotle, allowing others to invest in us can lead to a strong and lasting bond. In summary, these 11 principles, embracing dignity, cultivating self-worth, setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, limiting access, focusing on actions, preparing to walk away, saying no when necessary, practicing healthy skepticism, accepting imperfections, and not chasing, help us to build strong and meaningful relationships. Unconditional love enables us to release negativity and find peace within ourselves. Living in accordance with our values strengthens our bonds and encourages mutual growth. And allowing others to invest in us creates a deeper connection that endures the test of time. Allowing others to draw close to us, understanding how special and valuable we are, builds trust and respect, enriching the journey we share. In a romantic relationship, being virtuous means more than just being honest and loyal, it is about growing together and being there for each other, making our bond strong and lasting. By embracing a Stoic approach, we find balance, navigate challenges with composure, and connect deeply with ourselves. This makes our relationships authentic, fulfilling, and rich with meaning. These principles do not simply affect how we interact with others, they also empower us to cultivate our own happiness and fulfillment. By implementing them in our daily lives, we can transform not only our relationships but also ourselves, making our lives more enriching and satisfying. Remember, true growth stems from introspection and the consistent application of these principles in our daily lives. This leads us to a more genuine and meaningful existence. As we conclude this journey together, I want to express my sincere gratitude for your presence and your willingness to listen. I hope that our discussion has provided you with new insights and sparked a fresh perspective on relationships. Relationships are dynamic and ever-evolving, constantly teaching us valuable lessons. If you have remained with me until now, I would love to hear from you. Please share in the comments whether you are ready to integrate these principles into your own life. This will help us to connect further and demonstrate our collective commitment to growth. I hope you carry these essential principles with you and utilize them to make your relationships authentic and meaningful. Live each moment with intention and joy. Thank you again for being here, and stay stoic.